NASCAR 25 is easily the biggest NASCAR video game release of the decade, and today we finally got some real gameplay. I clipped together all the footage we have of the in-game action. Now let's review it and see what NASCAR 25 is shaping up to be. First off, we have driver intros in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the last major cutscene before an in-game race. Now cutting away into the ARCA series at your car hauler, where you enter the car to select an option to hop onto the track and start your race. As with most racing games, you have the options to advance to the next session, look at the session info, and change your setup. Do not worry, they do have in-depth setups. They already confirmed it. I saw people on X going crazy about it. Now that we're out to the track to begin practice in this game, you can see some of the most high-quality gameplay footage that we have so far. You can see how the light refracts off the camera. You can see the mirror very briefly, tachometer, speedometer, all of that. The racetrack itself, that it is visually not a bad looking game, which is important to most people. The next gameplay footage I have is clipped from some of the footage NASCAR 25 release. It's not as high quality, but it does show the interior cameras for the cars in the cockpit view, which I thought would be important because 50% of people like racing from this view. It shows you some of the UI and how the game will look when you're racing from it. You even got a piece of the seat in your helmet view, which is realistic. Now to the menus for the game, you get an idea of what the UI is like in-game. This is selecting through the ARCA cars right now, which I've clipped to run through a couple different times. It gives you an idea of the drivers in. You get stat lines. Same with the truck series, they all have the same stat lines. The track one was pretty cool though, because you can see the different tracks highlighted out in like a 3D model, which is pretty cool. But you do get wins, age, car manufacturer, and where they're from. Nothing too deep, but enough to get you a good idea. Here we have a little more in-game footage. This is Anthony Alfredo playing. This is from Bristol in the Xfinity series. Just wanted to clip a little bit of that in here to give everyone an idea. But this part I wanted to zoom in on because it shows you your car status information. So you have aerodynamics, which is a percentage of if it's good or bad, engine, oil temp, radiator. Then you have your tire percentages along with your tire temps. So pretty similar to what you've had in the NASCAR Heat franchise and most of the other NASCAR franchises in the last 20 years. So you have all of your car status information you need to make a decent idea of what you're doing if you race. The other thing was in practice, it's hard to see this one, but this is your lap info. So you have your previous best lap and leader. And you also have your current lap up there as well. So you have all the stuff you need to gauge how your qualifying run's going. You're not missing the features that most NASCAR games are with their first iteration with this one. You actually have all of the UI and telemetry that you need. But now that we've run through most of the important stuff and all the initial footage that we do have, I figured I'd give some of my own personal opinions on the game and just general things I've heard discussed around. So some of the big complaints I've heard on X from people is the frame rate, which I alluded to earlier in the video. The frame rate's fine. It's between 30 and 60 FPS. It was a little difficult to get an exact count on it because of the whole, I don't know what frame they shot the actual footage in and they posted it, because half of the footage is, from a phone, as is this one. And the ones that are uploaded normally, most of the time when they put them into a video editor, they send them out at 24.52, which is what one of them seemed to be at, which is not a standard game FPS, and it would never run that exact decimal of one unless it's been edited. So most likely the game is running up at a higher FPS. I am overall excited for the game. I think it's going to work pretty well. I'm excited that we do actually have setups. People couldn't tell at first because they saw that 50% loose thing. That's just been a thing they're adding into games now in the NASCAR realm, or the stock car racing realm, I should say, is to have a slider option so you can just make quick adjustments, which I'm guessing must adjust a little bit more than just your wedge, because in the old days you would just, move your wedge up or down depending on what you wanted if you didn't have time to do a whole setup. But I'm excited because we have great in-game footage here. You have nice driver intros, so you have a little bit of depth to it. I know that the career mode is in some ways lacking, but they tried to make it as depthful as they could by having it be you're going to run your own team the entire way up. There's no silly season. Stuff like that will come in the future. But we have a pretty good game here and a lot to work off of, which I'm excited about. But if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe below and click the notification bell so every single time I upload. I do cover a lot of NASCAR content, so if you like that sort of thing, you'll like this channel. I also do some other adventure stuff, which if you like that, you can check it out. If not, just give it for something else. But I'm going to do another couple videos about NASCAR 25. They're going to come out soon, getting into specific parts of the game like career mode, physics, pit road adjustments, car setups, all of that. So be sure to stick around, subscribe so you don't miss a thing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time.